I have no clue what I've gotten myself into. My community finally peer pressured me into playing Ultra Kill, and I wasn't really sure what this game was really about. So it's time to go into what became my descent in madness for way too long, and yes, this was fully my fault, not chat's this time. So I shouldn't really blame them. But I'm absolutely going to. If you've been living on a rock and don't know what Ultra Kill is, well, it sucks to be you, I guess. Ha! You thought I was just gonna not tell you what the game is about and go on my merry way? Absolutely not. Basically take Doom, make it have a baby with a rabid squirrel snoring cocaine, and you have Ultra Kill. It's a super fast-paced and involved shooter against demons and angels at a high level. Not to bog down your goldfish attention span here, there's 6 weapons. A game is in development, so more to come. And alternate variants of them. And you know what? I went ahead and threw all those away. Who needs them? We'll get back to later in the story, though. There's a story to tell. There's a good story, but you could watch, put name a video here. Read this. Damn it, stop reading the notes I left future self and get back to the video. Ultra Kill currently has 3 main levels of difficulty. Accessible, which I instantly skipped. I'm what we in the industry like to call a professional gamer. The main difficulty is hard, which most commonly played is standard. This is where my journey began. In the middle, and most common seemed the best place to start. You know, just right there, peak performance. If only I decided to keep it that way at least. I wasn't thinking brutal would be needed because I heard a lot about this game at this point and the difficulty of it. So instead, how about we just journey straight up into how I get into brutal on my first playthrough. I'm going to go ahead and skip all the boring parts, and we're just going to go straight into me defeating the first boss in a single life. We obtained a few weapons up to this point, such as the marksman and the shotgun. Just take all those weapons throughout, though, and throw them away. We're not needing them. My heart had only lust. I mean, room for a single weapon. That weapon is the gambling addict's dream itself. The marksman, which I said we're going to throw away, but we're keeping it, actually. God, this weapon is amazing. This is the weapon that puts hair on the chest and boots in the fur. Basically, I don't know what I wrote there, and I don't know why I wrote that. But basically, I wanted to play with a coin shooting simulator in the marksman. Because, yeah, it seemed like the most fun to make the game a little bit more stressful. However, that wouldn't last long. I stepped in the Chamber MK2 and made him my bitch. After this fight, I started thinking about how easy the run might be. Remember, Pro Gamer Llama here. So I grabbed up his dropped arm, instantly threw it out because who needs that either? So this is kind of a turning point of another self-inflicted challenge. One arm to rule them all. Bro, it's really called the blue arm. I thought I was just not paying attention to the text on this stream. Anyways, I just came in and started parrying, parry, all over the place. Who needed to shoot enemies when you had coins and berries anyways? No one. That's who, and don't let anyone but Pro Gamer Llama tell you otherwise. Marker for stop with Pro Gamer thing. You suck a poo-poo at games, man. Long distance needed to sound like it is far away. just go ahead and ignore him. He doesn't know anything. Anyways, again, so you have 2 arm choices, but I decided to go with the blue arm since honestly parrying it did seem like the best option to me. Damage and healing, it seemed like a no-brainer. So now you know the choice I made with my arsenal. What could go wrong from? Nothing. My own brain wanting a larger challenge. So let's go ahead and speed forward to the 3-2 fight where the real fun began. That's right, we bulldozed this snoozer and I decided I wanted to go higher difficulty. I ended the stream a little underwhelmed since I finished the 3rd of the game in one shot. By the way, I stream on Twitch. Hint, hint, wink, wink, nudge, nudge. So I went to bed so happy with myself thinking I could handle brutal with ease, just like I did with standard. Yeah, Hakita, ignore me saying that wrong. Edit this out. Difficulties for a reason. Made the difficulties for a reason. I don't know where I'm at anymore in my script, so let's get back on track. This is where my sanity left me, and apparently my script has also lost its sanity. So leaving standard mode behind, it's time to take all these items and throw them into one massive shitstorm I caused. So now the backstory of this ordeal has been discussed. It seems like the perfect time to review everything we've learned so far. 1. Llama hates himself and hates fun. 2. We left standard for brutal because my hubris took over. 3. Throwing away all the weapons the dev made to use a single gun at the whole game. 4. Threw away the arms to become parry god because who doesn't love panic parries. 5. Finally, Llama went into a challenge with very little knowledge since he beat up to only 3-2 on standard. 6. Size 2 fish are real. Don't let anyone tell you otherwise. Wait a minute, wait. That last one hasn't been talked about yet. Time for a detour, folks, because I don't know anymore. So basically, Ultra Kill has a ton of random little secrets, levels, and such. Not limited to puzzles, full custom areas, extra bosses, and even a fishing zone. I was guided this zone not knowing what to expect, because I had no idea how to get there. I didn't know it was a thing. So it was only available through cheating. Technically, it's an in-game cheat thing. Anyways, I don't know what else to say. This is honestly a fun little cool area, just off from the rest of the disasters that were going on. So back to the hell I threw myself into, though. Fishing is fun, but it's time to take our catches and peace out. So now that our fishing is out of the way, it's time to travel through the world of Ultra Kill and see just how the decisions I made have affected me mentally and sexually. Walking into 0-1, I already regretted my decision to go to Brutal. If you ever choose this challenge, just don't. Well, or do it, actually. I want others to suffer just like I did. So back to what happened during my run, and less about my bitching about how hard I made the game, because I'm going to do that a lot. I turned the death counter on and started moving on with levels. Besides walking straight to my death in the first one, everything went okay. That was until the statue at the end to move. So we made it through halfway of this video. Yeah, there's spoilers. If you don't want to watch spoilers, then sucks to be you. I don't know what you expected, and how seeing spoilers from this video wasn't one of them. So buckle up, because I'm going to spoil the whole game for you. I don't know how you haven't played this game yet, with how long it's been out and how good it is. So basically, there's statues that move, throw balls, and charge at you. Take that with however you want, but I'm going to take it roughly. I'm not sure which sadistic bastard made this room, but they need to be gagged, I swear. This enemy has AoE and a charge attack, so you're bounced to the wall without any real chance to do anything. Maybe if I used AoE or more consistent damage, this would go better, but I went ahead and decided, though, on a parry strat, utilizing their own moves against them. You could hide in the corner and force the first statue to throw roughly 2 to 3 charges. This was the only way I could get this to work. After that, I just prayed they wouldn't charge every 2 seconds. Alright, so now that I've talked about the first struggle, it's time to explain the entire section. So buckle up, because this things are going to speed up, because this video is getting really long. There's a lot of things I did and a lot of hell I went through to have this info to make this video. I won't go through every interaction and every boss. I do want to go through the main ones that I hated with a passion or gave me trouble, or just cool junk to talk about, because I like talking and there's a lot in this game. So, Gabriel. Some find him hot, some find him sexy. However, I find him annoying as hell. I didn't really have anything bad to say about this fight. Overall, his moves are pretty simple to identify, and I only fell off the edge max of 15 times. I do think he is a solid boss with a nice design that I can get behind. Angel Knights, I just really think they're a cool thing. I would love to have a statue of this in my house. I think it's cool as all get out. And it fits the theme really well. But the entire strat was parry, shoot, coin, repeat. This was really all I did in this fight. I don't know anything else to say, and I'd probably go to the next boss room, I guess. But why would I do that when I made the video longer for monetization? I don't get on this channel anyways. And after I've already complained about it being too long, so sucks to be you. Some of this out of order. I went and rewrote script after a while. But I almost forgot to add a whole section for the corpse of King Minos? I don't know. I'm not going to say a lot here, though, since really he wasn't that hard. I just really liked this boss fight. It's the first out-of-bound glitching I encountered in the game. So, yeah, that was fun. In a run where every death counts. I thought about not, but death like 3 times because I love doing anything except for the right way to beat him. Basically, parry his Fist of Doom over and over again, basically bullying him the entire fight. So that's how the fight ended, just bully, bully, bully. I also realized I can't count, and I made it realistically only up to 4-1. I had 4-2 in like all the script before I edited it, but I'm not gonna fix this part, so yeah. Anyways, let's go ahead and head into the sunset and act like that never happened. So the desert levels, I guess. I don't really have much to say until V2, except for there's a ton of fun to run fast through as hell until I made it to Siphian. I'm gonna butcher all these names, just be warned, I'm not fixing any of this. This boss wasn't hard, just annoying. He took forever to kill because all of his health and taking no parry damage the whole time. I think I just did something wrong, but I couldn't get him to actually take parry damage. Just take away my main damage trope and just let me speed through all these levels. Now, after this fight, though, one I don't want to do again, the second encounter of V2. I don't know why this one gave me so much health, but this was not a fun fight. Like, it really just wasn't. It felt like all the shots coming at me did not properly register. They would damage me, but I couldn't for the life of me parry them, even though it looked like I proper parry. Eventually parried enough to kill him to kill his first phase. After he bailed out, though, I kind of died. I wasn't paying enough attention to my health. Anyways, ignoring that because I'm a pro gamer, and I would never actually do that. It was totally for the views, guys. So whoever went and made water levels right after the desert level, actually, I don't know if they made it right after. I can't remember how to count. Is the worst person ever to exist. There isn't anything wrong per se to say about this. I just have a burning hatred for them after too many making me actually quit games. I really can't remember what happens in any of these levels outside the final boss. Well, except 5-2 that I think gave me an aneurysm during it. Invincible enemies in a small room with tons of AoE and a full map range trap wasn't really the best at times with this run. This is only a small area of the map, really just made me almost made me straight up quit. We finally got through it though, and since it was required, and I managed to, screw up the checkpoint, we flipped the ferry of Bird and Coin and went on to the ship. I was not dealing with that boss fight at 50 HP because of my mess up with the checkpoint. Not doing that. So let's just say I'm good at the game and it took minimal deaths. You're such a liar. You died so many times and screamed 90% of it. I'm going to BRB. I'm going to go throw Past Llama off the ship. Size 1 noodle worms? No match for pro gamers such as myself. Totally didn't get caught off guard and take like 5 lives trying to understand the sales mechanic for dodging. I would never do that. Parry God really had to make an appearance in this fight. I think the coin was only abused a few times during this fight, but was mostly running, shooting, and screaming. The main pain of this fight really was just my hell-bent idea of using just the blue arm. If I had used the green arm, I probably would have been able to move around a lot easier, and it's just the beast didn't know how to smash the dock, so I don't know why I didn't do that either. But I guess I'm just too cool to do that. This was when I was informed size 2 fish, and I was never going to find one, sadly. It will forever be a dev cheat that I just can't beat since I'm not skilled enough. However, So the final push really was the worst of them all, but who would have guessed that? It turns out the game tries to force you to use all their fancy schmancy weapons and doodads. Well, I ain't falling for it. Well, okay, I fell for it a little since you literally can't get through the game at all without the green arm. So we had to do a little bit of grappling through this lack deck. This was before the downfall of my hardware. Basically, I scared my poor streaming PC. I stream on Twitch, by the way. Hee wink. And with a love tap on the desk, I had crashed out the final area 7-4. In Captain's log, 158291. So the script has been written over multiple streams, so yeah, my brain is broken up during these, but that doesn't excuse chat for debating me. I was ready to stream until I croaked to finish the rest of the level since, oh lord, there was going to be 2 more chapters after 7-4. Yeah, no one told me the game hasn't gotten to chapter 8 or 9 yet. They're still in development. I only had 7-4 left, and I couldn't just done that the last stream, and instead had to restart the level. Thanks, chat, for all that help. So yeah, we beat the game. Well, we beat it in its current state, and for sure we'll be revisiting once the game is finished. So yeah, this is technically an uncompleted video. Deal with it. I'm not going back and remaking this video later down the road. I'm going to forget by then. So I can't wait for that to happen since I really did have a blast. Even though I wanted to blast myself off a cliff at times. All right, so how am I actually in this video? I don't know. Anyways, I guess I was talking about my deaths. So I had a death counter going on the whole time, and we had less than 500 deaths, which I feel is pretty impressive. I honestly couldn't imagine I beat the entire game with like 495 deaths exact. Like, we were 5 away from that. 500. And what better way to celebrate this monumental occasion? Torturing Gabriel in sandbox mode. Infinite coins, multiple pistols, and grappling hooks. It really makes for a ton of stupid noises. So yeah, there's nothing else to really say here. You just have to experience this one for yourself. I don't know how you got up there. Man, this was such a roller coaster to play, write, and coordinate this video. So hopefully all the pain and suffering is worth it. Probably not though with the emotional pain the game gave me at times. But hey, we had fun, and hopefully y'all enjoyed the journey as well. A good challenge is always a fun thing to do, as it won't be long until we see the next one. Let me know down in the comments some challenges you'd like to see, and maybe it'll show up in the next video. And we will be returning to Hell once again when the game fully is out with the rest of the story. So it's time to retire Ultra Kill. You will be missed, but you will not be forgotten. So I don't really know what else to say to wrap this bad boy up. I had a ton of fun making this. There's a lot of things that could be improved. Let me know in the comments what I could also improve on this. This is the first kind of this video I've ever made. And guess you should also check out my other socials. All this pain was performed live on Twitch, so that's cool. I think if you enjoy that kind of pain and suffering, at least. Oh, and there's also a cool Discord with some sub perks to see what next I'm working on in the future, and there's just a lot of cool people, a lot of cool discussions, so go check that out. So thank you all for this, just being able to make this video. I cannot say, this is not scripted, this is just me saying it. Thank you all if you made it this far, and I can't wait to see you all in the next one. So, bye!